Is it on?
Yeah. Let me just get that one.
I'm gonna do this though. Aren't you gonna need to zoom in a little bit? Do those pins? Needles?
Yeah, I have them.
Let me see this real quick.
I have them.
Let's see this.
Don't do it yet. You don't have any other light issue. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
How much time do you have on there?
37 minutes. Okay.
I think we're gonna have to zoom in a little bit or something. Huh?
I'll do a separate video on specifics. Whiter than white. And look at you, you look tan. Going from this angle. Okay, hey everybody. Today's video is going to be on a video. Hi guys. Today's video. Okay.
Take off your wheels.
Alright, shh, wait. Are you gonna talk in this video? Because you have more.
Yeah, this is more something I know.
Okay. Hello everybody. Today's video is going to be on cleaning your bearings and how to make a kit to do that. Now, yes, you can go buy a kit yourself, but we have made ours. Mine being this little kit here with the cleaning solution, and Zach's is the larger one. You can clean 4 bearings at a time in this one, and you can clean all 8 of yours in that one. Now, Zach knows more or less what he's talking about in this video, so we're going to pull him out of his shell a little bit, and he's really going to be explaining to us the basics on this. We've already cleaned my front 2 wheels out, so I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit more, but he still knows everything more or less. The things that you're going to need to make this kit would be some O-rings, what size? The 5mm ID, 9mm OD, times 2mm. I'll do specifics on that later. But we just have a kit of O-rings right there. And you're going to need an old pen of some sort to use as your spacers, and you're going to want to cut it either with scissors or something a little bit smaller than 1 centimeter to space out your bearings, and I will show you what I mean by that. So when you're cleaning out your bearings, you want to put them on this. Yes, the needle. And I have my spacers already tied onto here, and my bolt to hold everything on here. Yeah. So you put the bearings on. You put a bearing and then the spacer, and then you put your other bearing, spacer, and then you put your other bearing, spacer, etc., etc., until you have all your bearings fit on here. So at the end, it's going to look like this. It's going to be all spaced out and everything. We'll do, like I said, I'll do specifics on this later. But you're going to need a bolt, the O-rings to make sure that this is sealed. You're going to need something to pop a hole in the top of this cap, and you're going to need a container of some sort. You can use like an old vitamin container, hair gel, an old Gatorade bottle, a tennis ball thing, whatever.
Bath salts.
Yeah, bath salts. Whatever you want to use, you can use on it. Now, we've already taken the bearings and everything and the wheels off. And the wheels off of my cruiser. Oh wait, I don't know. Of my cruiser. So that's what this top part looks like. It's just the bolt through here. Yeah, don't take it off. Don't take it off. No, don't take it off.
Why?
Because I don't want it off.
I'm pulling them out.
Okay, in here I have a couple extra twisty ties just in case I need them. And then in the container itself I have a couple of the extra O-rings on a small zip tie and a couple extra spacers in case I drop them, because they're smaller items and you tend to drop them more often than none. Stab yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get. And for cleaning solution, you're going to want a citrus cleaner. Make sure it is citrus with natural citrus oils. Anything else will make your bearings rust and it will ruin them. So we have citrus cleaner here. This was $6, I believe, and there's a lot in here. So you know, for this little bit of amount, and I'm only using half of this in here, you're definitely not going to have a problem with wasting it or anything else. You also can reuse your cleaner if you filter it with a coffee filter. So let's just get rid of the things that we don't really need here. We don't need that. We don't need that. I did use a ruler to measure out the size of the spacers. Mine are about half a centimeter wide and such. All these caps and stuff like that. We don't need the board here. Remove the board out of the way. So like I said, this is Zach's kit, and I'll kind of go through the basics of this kit. Oh, you're also going to need, what is this? Speed cream for your bearings after you've cleaned them out, because you don't want to wet them, they will rust, but you will want to use speed cream to make sure it's printed. Now, we went to the dollar store and we got these two containers that we're using. His was an old bath salts container, and mine was an old medicine, like a vitamins container, and they were $1 each. So, and we had the bolts at home. So essentially, this was a $1 kit. And you just have your rod through here with your O-ring on the top and on the bottom, and a bolt holding that on there tightly. That way the water or cleaning liquid does not come out. And then he has all of his spacers and the extra bolt that goes on the bottom of this all in here. And he, like I said, he can fit all 8 of his bearings on here, and he can clean them all at once. And mine is basically for maneuverability. We're both going to keep these in our backpacks, but
You do reviews on them?
mine's a little bit smaller. Yeah, we will do separate reviews on them and how well they work. We've already cleaned out our first few bearings, and he's already done a whole batch with his. So it's not like we haven't used it. They actually worked pretty well. But you can see the size difference between his, which is about double the height and a little bit wider than mine. And yeah, but they both work the same. There's really no difficulties. And when you fill the liquid in here, you want to fill it about a fourth or a half, a fourth of the way, a quarter, you know. And you don't want to fill it all the way. You want to be just below halfway. That way you can shake it up and get the bubbles in there. That way they get into the bearings, and the bubbles and everything clean the bearings out. So this was part 1 of the on how to clean the bearings and our kits and stuff like that. So in part 2, we'll bring you guys a little bit closer, and we'll show you guys how this works.